Straight ahead, breaking news. We're learning more about the deadly shooting near Nats Park this afternoon. Plus, what we're learning about the Fairfax County standoff that went on for hours. And what's next for Metro this week? We'll check in with transportation reporter Joseph Olmo.
And as forecast, our weather today was mainly cloudy and a little cooler than normal, what we would see, especially along I-95. And we've even seen some showers drifting on in. We'll talk about those showers, show you the latest radar, and talk about what your forecast is for Monday, all coming up.
All right, thanks, Scott. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Annalisa Gale. Breaking news this afternoon. One man is dead after a shooting near Nats Park. Police believe that victim was targeted. Our Daniel Hamburg has been talking to residents close by.
Well, it was a chaotic scene this afternoon. People having lunch here on Half Street right in front of Nats Park had to run for cover when they heard the gunshots ring out. Police say the man in this shooting was targeted.
Multiple shots ran out within a minute, and we jumped the barricade, started sprinting down the street. Everybody hit the deck. They were all running. No one knew what was going on.
That's just one customer who was eating brunch outside the Silver Diner when the shooting happened steps away on N Street Southeast, right in between Half and Van Streets. First District Commander Tasha Bryant says they found a man with gunshot wounds inside the car outside of the BetMGM sportsbook. He was pronounced dead on scene. Many people who live here and those visiting were rattled by the shooting. Neighbors telling us they heard as many as 10 to 15 gunshots.
I know there's been muggings in the area recently as well, but these shootings are quite concerning, especially being a resident here. I mean, you never know if you're going to be a bystander caught in the crossfire of violent crime.
We're committed to keeping this neighborhood safe and to making this a place where people feel comfortable coming, spending time.
Police do have footage of a dark-colored SUV speeding away from the scene. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. In Southeast Washington, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
And developing now, one person is in custody following a barricade situation at an Army base in Fairfax County. It all started around 8 a.m. According to the FBI, the situation now has been resolved at around 3 p.m. The base is home to Army Command Headquarters and 9 Department of Defense agencies. No word yet on possible charges for that person now in custody. Well, new tonight, the gunman responsible for killing 2 employees at a hospital in Dallas, Texas, has now been identified. Dallas police say that Nestor Hernandez, age 30, was the gunman at the shooting of the Methodist Health System in Dallas on Saturday morning. Hernandez was out on parole for robbery and even had an ankle monitor on when he shot and killed 2 medical workers. Police say that Hernandez is now facing capital murder charges for the shooting. The identities, though, of those hospital employees has not been released at this time.
It is extremely fragile, this democracy. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. What gives me hope is I know we are prepared to fight for it.
Vice President Kamala Harris calling for Americans to fight for democracy in the wake of Roe v. Wade being overturned. Harris spoke last night at a forum on abortion rights hosted by Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. This comes as we approach the midterm election, where every seat in the House is up for election and abortion is on the ballot in multiple states. Many Republican-led states banned or severed limited abortion access after Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. In other national news, ordering a new trial, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones now has asked a Connecticut judge to throw out a nearly $1 billion verdict against him. Jones filed the request Friday, saying the judge's pretrial rulings resulted in an unfair trial and a substantial miscarriage of justice. Jones was ordered to pay the families of victims in the Sandy Hook tragedy due to Jones claiming the whole situation was a hoax. Those families say they were subjected to harassment and threats from Jones's lies about the 2012 school shooting there. Jones has since retracted his claims, now saying that the attack was 100% real. Well, another major race to watch ahead of the midterms is happening in Pennsylvania, where the only debate between the 2 Senate candidates is scheduled for 8 p.m. tomorrow. News Nation's Kelly Meyer takes a look at what's at stake.
In Pennsylvania, you've got some important choices to make this year.
Today, former President Obama hitting the Pennsylvania airwaves, supporting Democratic Senate candidate John Fetterman in this ad heard on the radio in Philadelphia, a city with a 40% black population.
You can count on John Fetterman. Make sure he can count on you.
Obama hitting the airwaves, but not the campaign trail for Fetterman. Biden appearing with the Democratic candidate on Thursday. Biden won over 90% of black voters in 2020.
It's vital. Like the black vote, you know, sometimes people want to discount it because we have the ability to sway votes.
Philadelphia City Council members say issues from abortion to voting rights to public safety are getting more black voters engaged, and they're working to ensure they turn up.
We know that Philadelphia is going to be very important in this election, and so that's why we're getting out into our neighborhoods and, you know, pushing people to participate.
More money flowing into the race to draw out black voters. Democratic groups pulling out their wallets, launching a $900,000 digital ad campaign aimed at getting black voters to show up.
Just vote won't fix everything, but that's no excuse to do nothing.
Right now, Fetterman holds 53% of the black vote compared to 32% for his Republican challenger, Mehmet Oz. Oz looking to the more rural parts of the state won by former President Trump for support.
And he's going to work and fight for Pennsylvania.
But the question for voters, will a celebrity doctor relate to the struggles of rural voters? In conservative Franklin County, Oz may simply be the beneficiary of unfavorable reactions to Fetterman. One voter says Fetterman doesn't relate to rural PA.
Fetterman has never been present in the rural communities, whereas Oz has been all across Pennsylvania, talking to voters, listening to voters, understanding what voters want in rural as well as cities.
Again, that was Kelly Meyer reporting. Well, developing tonight, Metro Transit police are looking for the person who they say hit and robbed someone at the Columbia Heights station. This happened last night at around 7 o'clock. The victim is described as a 54-year-old woman who was on the escalator. Officials say the suspect hit her and took her scooter and her bag. That woman was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. These are photos of the incident. Police are offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Well, we have an update now on a hit and run that happened at the corner of Martin Luther King Highway and Sheriff Road in Prince George's County last night. The road has since reopened. Police say the pedestrian that was hit was pronounced dead at the scene of the incident. The driver has remained at the scene of that accident while investigators look into what caused that deadly crash. Also in Prince George's County, advocates are trying to save pedestrians' lives following almost 24 deadly pedestrian crashes in the county this year. Our Yamari Sisse is looking at their ideas.
A lot of people get hooked, addicted to the very elusive performance and high speeds that are part associated with cars. And unfortunately, when they are going at hyper speeds, which is one of the issues that we have here in Prince George's County, you know, there's just going to be a terrible outcome when it comes to pedestrian and other vehicles.
Reverend Dr. Robert Screen is a part of MD 210 Traffic Safety Committee. They focused on Indian Head Highway in Oxon Hill, an area where a lot of accidents happen. Screen says there needs to be more accountability for drivers.
If you're doing 67 miles per hour, you get a $40 ticket. If you're doing 168 miles per hour, you get a $40 ticket. Where's the deterrent? So we're trying to get the cameras to have something kind of parallel to what you would get as a cruiser patrolman that would pull somebody over at those hyper speeds.
He also says drivers need to show more compassion from behind the wheel.
We want to really see a change as a society. Each one of us must sign up to be a change, and being a change is the things that we can do.
Advocates tell me they want people to be more aware of the life-changing impact it has on families.
This is a sudden loss. Somebody's here today and they're gone the next moment. And the thing of it is, the irony of it, it can be prevented.
And that was Yamari Sisse reporting. The Traffic Safety Committee says it will continue to press leaders about cracking down on unsafe drivers. Well, we're closer than we've ever been before from being able to take a metro ride out to Dulles International Airport. But there's one thing holding it all back, plus a rail car, unlike any other. What the next generation metro trains will look like and why you won't have to worry about feeling cold inside of them. DC News Now's transportation reporter Joseph Olmo has a look at what's making news at Metro this week.
Yeah, it was another busy week for the DMV's largest transit system. So let's start with some cautiously optimistic news for riders because, listen, that's the best you're going to get. The long-awaited Silver Line extension could be open to passengers by the Thanksgiving holiday rush. It is 4 years behind schedule, but nevertheless, it puts Loudoun County, Virginia on the map. And for the first time since opening nearly 60 years ago, Dulles International Airport will have its own metro station. The 6 brand new stations on Metro's Silver Line extension, they have been tested and they are ready for passenger service. That is according to officials. Take a look at those 6 brand new stations coming up on the map. Reston, Herndon Innovation Center, Dulles International Airport for the first time ever, Loudoun Gateway, and then Ashburn coming on. Loudoun Gateway and Ashburn bringing you Loudoun County for the very first time. Take a look at Dulles and how it looks by Metro. Cannot wait to see that happen, hopefully some point in November. Here's the catch. Those stations, those 6 brand new stations, might be ready, but once Metro does open up the Silver Line extension, that's another 11.5 miles of track that's coming online, and Metro says they don't have enough trains to do that. Remember, more than half of Metro's trains are off the track right now, completely out of service after a derailment last year revealed that their newest cars, these shiny 7000 series cars, have serious issues with their wheel sets. And Metro can't put more of those 7000 series cars into service until the agency that oversees them gives their own stamp of approval. We can expect more developments on the back and forth later on this week. Hopefully we get a decision and we hear about an actual opening date for the Silver Line extension. Now, while all that drama continues over the 7000 series rail cars, Metro is already looking ahead to their 8000 series cars. This week, Metro General Manager and CEO Randy Clark, along with Maryland Governor Larry Hogan and other officials, they were on site when Hitachi unveiled the final design of a factory in Hagerstown that will be built that will build the next generation Metro cars. The factory is set to open in 2024, and the 8000 series cars, they're going to welcome Wi-Fi for the first time ever. How about this? Heated floors and HD security cameras. Reporting here in the studio, I'm Joseph Olmo. Back to you.
Joseph, thank you. A lot to look forward to there in your report. All right, I got a lot of information for you here in the weather segment as well. We have our live cameras here out in Hagerstown. You can see some clouds out there and mainly cloudy conditions out and about across much of the viewing area. Matter of fact, it's mainly cloudy across much of the area up into the Blue Ridge, the I-81 corridor. That's what I was looking at last night. It looked like it might see a little more clearing today. Well, we're seeing more clouds across the area as evidence up in that general vicinity. But needless to say, it has been dry there. However, where it's not dry is over towards Lexington Park and Lusby, Leonardtown, Coles Point. That's where you're seeing some showers. I did talk about that yesterday, so it shouldn't be a surprise to see that rain up and down the I-95 corridor and points east of there, like Annapolis, like Arnold, Highway 301 here, Highway 2, 50 out towards the Bay Bridge, all seeing some steady to moderate rain. But as you do note, there is a fine line between where the rain begins and where it stops. And again, that's right along the I-95 corridor. Further west, you may have clouds, but at least it is dry for you. How about temperature-wise? Right now, we're seeing numbers into the 60s to the upper 50s where it's raining at Annapolis at 59 degrees. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at the headlines here. And showers and drizzle and fog will certainly continue throughout the early evening and possibly overnight into your Monday morning. And clouds will also continue into Monday. But more showers are possible midweek. We'll talk about that at a cooler later part of your 7-day forecast. Annalisa.
All right. Thanks, Scott. Still to come on your news at 6, parents want these books out of Frederick County schools. We'll tell you why. Plus, our Shanika Grimshaw will speak with a specialist about the changes we're seeing right here in our housing market in the DMV. We'll be right back.